Hey, it's the core gameplay. In this video, I'm gonna show you off the new walker that just came out, the Mollusk, and I'm also gonna show you my design and what I did with it and my thoughts on it. But before we dive into the video, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let's get into this video. Now, this walker is quite nice. I think it's an upgrade from the dinghy, and I really am enjoying it since it's so versatile. I mostly use it for farming, but I have seen people put repeaters on this and it does look quite nice as a warship as well, but it is not as fast as the stiletto, I believe, and it's a bit slower than a dinghy when they use torque. Now let's take a look at the basic layout of this. I did upgrade mine to 56 quality so that I can use more modules. I haven't installed anything, but let's take a look at what I have done with this walker and give you a basic tour of it and give you my thoughts. Now the first thing is I put my steering wheel at the top. You can't put it at the bottom here. We will explore that cabin in a minute, but I decided to put mine at the top on this side. The reason for putting it this side is because I get a nice clear view and my camera angle doesn't get obscured by things, whereas if I put it in the middle, my camera angle will hit against these boxes or this tail of this walker. So I think this is the perfect spot. I think the developers had it in mind, but you can also put other things here if you prefer the middle. It's not that big of a difference, it's only a small one, but I do prefer my steering wheel to go off to the side. It's not that bad, it's really not that bad. You will get used to it in a couple of minutes. Also have a few walker climbers up here. I decided to only put a couple since if people board your ship, they are going to beat these things down and you will have to replace them. So I decided, instead of having two at the back here, which you can do if you want to, I just decided let me just do one, and you can get up pretty easily. It's not that difficult. Each one of them work. You can decide where you want yours, but it's really nice to have them. I decided to go with the smaller wings only because they're a bit faster, I believe, but they're really hard to shoot and to grapple up with, so they have to actually grapple to the ship to try to board. Also, I've got my rangefinder, hunting for rare materials. I actually found some rupu vine in a ruput village, which I'm really surprised about, so that's really good. This walker is better than the dinghy, I believe, especially if you do lots of farming, since it can carry way more weight. This weight is 5,600 and I believe the dinghy is about 1,200, so it's a bit better with weight, a lot better. I do have a base in here. It's just my basic dinghy base. You can go watch that video if you want to. I'll link it in the cards and the description if you want to see my base as well. Base doesn't take that long to pack out. It's only 46 seconds with rupus on it at the moment. Now you can see it has 15 respawns, which is really good, and it has 300 water, so you can travel quite a bit. This is only upgraded to level 2. Also decided to put some boxes down, these large chests, like they will really save you a lot of resources, since if people board you, they can't open them, they need fire arrows. So this is really a good investment. I would recommend you get this as soon as possible. Now let's go to the ballista. This is probably the best place to place a ballista, especially if you hunt for fragments a lot, and you can just easily get boxes by putting it there. It's really a good spot. Here is a freaking toboggan. Let's see what he does. I guess he's just passing through. Let's see who this is. Anyway, we've got his name now. But anyway, before we were interrupted, there's a toboggan. And just use this to farm fragments. You can also go down here, quite nice, where you can have lots of crafting stations, or you can put some boxes down here. But I think this is a pretty safe spot for crafting stations, since when they board you, they sometimes build your crafting station so that they can get the resources, and then you have to rebuild them. So this is really nice. Plus you don't have to put them on your base anymore, which will save you some time when you are unpacking them. Got some fiber working stations. I've got a wood working station, camping station, and a campfire, which is really nice since campfire I can access from outside. I'll show you in a minute. You can see for my upgrades I have nothing at the moment, but I have level 2 completely maxed out, and I have a couple of modules that I can access. Cargo, got some torque, you got my 300 water, I got some weapons to keep me safe when somebody tries to board me. My teammates can just spawn and they can protect themselves with weapons. Now for the outside, the reason I put the fireplace up here is because I can access it from the outside, which is really nice when you want to make water, since you can just pick up contaminated water and throw it straight into the fireplace and you are good to cook some water. Plus having it out here, you can just drag and drop it into your inventory. Quite nice. You can also access it from the bottom, so you have access to your gear, plus you can pack your base just by going to the bottom. So quite easy. You can just pack your base. If you want to unpack it again or pack it, you can just run here and pack it. That's a good little tip for the new walker. And that's basically the tour. I haven't put on repeaters yet. I think I am going to put them at the back here, just 2 of them, just to keep me safe. If something happens, I at least have 2, but I'll probably never use them since this is a farming walker and not really a battleship. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, then you can subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.